me feeling like I'm academics.
Chat. Now, Selena Powell posted a video of her and Offset in bed, and I ain't gonna lie, I was shocked. I was shocked. Now, I'm gonna give y'all the backstory behind this. So back in the day, one of the ways how Selena got her notoriety, and remember, because she was fucking a lot of these rappers, she kind of got blackballed. One of the reasons why Selena, credits me for her having, if you want to call this a career, but I guess whorism is a career, like shout out to OnlyFans. She credits me, but really it's us, because let me bring y'all back in a time capsule. In 2016, we were streaming and we were popping, we were doing good. We meet somebody named Selena Powell, who had information and stories about rappers that we would listen to. The Waka Flockas of the world. I know he's a producer, but the Young Chops, the Chief Keefs. And she would flaunt her sexual escapades with them, but in an unflattering manner, because she was there to expose them as, she would tell everything about the sexual experience, or she would have videos of her being with them, and it made them look kind of down bad. The reason why we actually got in contact with her is that because I remember she came to us with information about, I don't know if it was Offset at the time. There wasn't Offset. It was some other rappers. I think Waka Flocka was one of the big ones too. And this was her play, right? At the time I didn't know, but I found out afterwards. Shade Room and Baller Alert, the two biggest female blogs on Instagram, they had blacklisted her because she had like this spotty history of, she would tell the truth mixed with a couple lies. And then, she would then get the reporting outlets like Shade Room into problems with the people who they cared about more, which was these celebrities. So these celebrities would start looking down on these outlets saying, yo, you're working with this girl. They blackballed her. They stopped posting her. This is before this is before OnlyFans, so she's just doing whatever she's doing. When she gets introduced to me, we don't give a fuck if, we cared about the entertainment aspect. You would have women who would get mad at these guys, like, damn, you're cheating. We don't give a fuck about that. Like, people just wanted to know what their favorite rappers were like. It's unlike, remember I told you about how the internet's killed aura? Back then, it was unfathomable that a woman that wasn't super tapped in or popular from Denver, Colorado, would be able to get around all these celebrities who we didn't even know their demeanor. So she was one of the first people that would be like, oh no, I slept with your favorite rapper. This is how he's like. And now I'll not only tell you about how he's like sexually, I'll tell you how he's really like. Now, I've told you guys about this internet thing. That is gone. Most attractive or semi-attractive women these days have, on average, a few, maybe 2 to 3 blue check marks in their DM. Now, fame, obviously, there's a sliding scale, but it's not a taboo anymore when a female says, oh, there's a popular guy that's talking to me or trying to talk to me. Back then, there was. So this girl blew up off primarily her being the first to show everybody what their favorite rapper was like or what they were into or whatever the case is. So she came on our stream and she would always have these stories. She's like, yo, me and so-and-so did whatever, and this is some extra information. And for us, we don't give a fuck. Like, we know these bitches is fucking. We cared about, we're getting to find out inside information about rappers and how they really live. OnlyFans popped off at the right time for her. And by the way, there's always been a woman that existed like her. Like we talk about the Cat Stacks of the world, the Superheads of the world. That is from the same tree that you get a Selena Powell. However, none of them had the financial opportunities that somebody like Selena has or had. OnlyFans came in at the right time. because it was never monetizable to expose the fact that you're sleeping with all these celebrities until she did, right? Obviously, Superhead tried to write a book. Who else? Kat Stacks, she was associated with the Q from World Star, but she looks down bad these days. Selena actually did. Why did I tell you guys that? Because one of the notable times so she starts coming out on our stream, and I didn't give a fuck to fact check most of the stuff she was saying. It was just entertaining. And I think even the audience was just taking it as, yo, this shit's some entertaining shit. Right? Like, we don't really care how this nigga fucked you, if he ate your pussy. We don't give a fuck. It's entertaining you kind of telling us how these guys move outside the public eye, because at that point you didn't see it. Okay. Around 2018, 2019, really 2017 actually, enter Offset. And we get Selena, who claimed that she was pregnant for Offset. Now, if y'all remember vividly back then, we did this on stream. Selena provided a test and said, I'm pregnant for Offset. I'm going to have his baby. This shit was pretty viral, but also it was fascinating because, again, it's this idea of this regular girl being able to trick and trap a celebrity that's a millionaire. Coming to find out years later, she wasn't pregnant for him, supposedly. She kind of made the whole thing up. And did they know each other? Did they fuck? I don't really know. But it was one of those things that helped garner her a reputation as the woman. And, I don't know what y'all think about Selena. I don't think she's ever been ugly. She's not an ugly girl. But she was seen as a regular girl who could sleep with whatever celebrity she wanted. Right? Rappers start to stay away from her. Some. Even though some still indulge. Because nothing's weaker than the flesh. We know we're niggas. We know how it goes. Long story short is that this morning when I opened up my Instagram and saw this video, I was shocked. Because the number one celebrity, when we think about this rise to exposing people, this and third, who should be the most, not saying disgusted, but he should want to stay the furthest away from Selena, is Offset. There was a time that when Offset just got with Cardi B, Selena Powell claimed she was pregnant for Offset. She claimed that Offset was fucking her consistently to the point that Cardi B hated Selena. Was it true? We don't know. But if anybody should have learned a lesson to stay away from Selena Powell because she has caused you problems, well, maybe it's me, number two. But number two, it's Offset. So when I actually see a video of him in bed with her, 8 years later, I'm shocked beyond belief. So she posts this video, and let me see. And on the video she posts, I don't know if it's still up. Is it still up on her page? She says, I just made a tape last night, and all you heard was him in the video. LOL, Offset, you a sleepy boy. Here's the video in question. Wait.
Offsets his annoying behavior just a little bit. Perfect.
Thank you.
Now, it's one of those. And by the way, going back into this conversation, I'm going to keep harping back to it because this is a real theory that I'm building off of, is that I believe that celebrityism has become more normalized to the regular folk. If it wasn't, I think Offset would have been more protective of his image. But I think we've all gotten past, for the most part, the idea of, there was a time where a woman could be like, I just slept with him, or I have a story about how he fucked me, pause. And that would be enough to keep people intrigued. In 2025, 2026 now, we all admit that there's so many celebrities, there's so many popular people, and they're so accessible that if a girl told you, hey, a celebrity DM me, you're not going to be like, oh my God, really? You're going to be like, oh, word, who? It's just not a big deal. That's the point I'm saying. So I think that made Offset get caught off guard. He's not thinking, yo, like 8 years ago, you got to take Selena's phone. Now they're kind of looking at it like, bro, even if you take a picture of me while I'm sleeping, who's going to believe you? Or who's going to care? Now, I agree. I don't think most people would care if you had a picture right now with, I don't know, say Gunna. I don't think it's going to be breaking news if you're a woman and you took a picture of him sleeping. A couple people are going to cover, but it's not that, yeah, so what, he fucked you. I think this is going viral, and this did go viral because of the aspect that this the context is. Back in the day, Selena claimed she was pregnant for him. Her and Cardi B don't get along. Cardi B and Offset was beefing supposedly over Selena Powell, trying to figure out if what she was claiming was true. I would think that Offset wouldn't be with her, but here goes what happens. Offset guard is down and he's with this woman. Okay? So, this is what the video that ends up coming out. Anyway, now I did talk to Selena. I know some people were like, "Accurate." No, Miss Selena are homies, bro. Like, y'all forgot that when I met Selena when she came on here, she used to tell me about how she fucked the entire industry. I would not give a fuck. So you know what I mean? Like that this is her MO. There is a longer story to this supposedly, and you know, with her telling me the story today. She did ask me, she said, I want to be able to tell the story first. I will say this, and with all due respect to Offset, and this is definitely the pot calling the kettle black because I have these issues somewhat as well. Offset needs possible rehab for his gambling addiction. I'll leave it there. It's you can't be this much of a degenerative gambler that you have turned to the likes of Selena Powell. And not saying there's nothing inherently wrong with her, but you're putting yourself in positions that actually you're forgetting who you are. Like you're still Offset, right? And some of these other things that are your vices, it's becoming so controlling that now you're putting yourself in positions around people that not only will make you look crazy if they want to, but might compromise you and definitely your initiatives of, you know, your family. Okay? I'll leave that there. I'll do a quick commentary on this. I've seen people say accurate ducking a topic really well. No, it's not much of a topic to duck.